Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today I got a direct comparison between the Bodyguard 2.0 versus the Shield Plus from Smith & Wesson. Obviously, this is more a comparison, direct comparison more than a versus, because these are two different caliber handguns, two different sizes, but still from the same brand, and still a lot of things in common, because I definitely feel like Smith & Wesson took a lot of the Shield Plus and brought it to the Bodyguard 2.0. Before we get started, let's make sure that the guns are clear so we could be playing by the rules. As you can see, the gun is clear. There's no ammo near or around me. We're clear on both handguns. So yeah, let's start off with the Shield Plus. Let me get this little guy out the way. So yeah, the Shield Plus is a 9mm caliber, beautiful handgun, probably one of the top everyday carries for a lot of people. With the extended mag, we're holding 12+1. I believe the flush mag holds 10+1, or yeah, 10+1, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I never run the flat one. I'm always running the extended version. As you can see, we have the small fish scale style serrations, very minimal in the front, and a little more defined in the back, but yet again, nothing too defined to be, nothing to kind of call amazing with the serrations from the Shield Plus on the back. We do get tritium glow sights in the front and back, which came with the gun, and I love that about it. Another thing we have optics cut in the back, which comes in useful if you want to run some red dots on it. I haven't ran red dots on this because when I first bought this gun, I just wanted it for everyday carry, and I wanted something very minimal. And I got red dots on 3 other guns, so if I wanted to switch out, something I could do easily. I also got the TLR6 running the front. I love the way the TLR6 looks on this specific handgun. I will have links down in the description for everything you guys see in the handgun. I also got this Hulk sleeve. I did cut it in the top. Usually these Hulk sleeves run all over the beaver tail, but here I cut it a little bit just to make it look more, not make it look, sorry, to make it feel a little better to me, because I'm able to kind of get a higher grip on the gun, which I love. As you can see, the TLR6 is pretty cool. It has buttons on both sides. You could hold it and you get the laser and the light. You can't see the laser here, but this is the laser and light combo. As you can see, let me show you guys. I got the laser in the bottom, light on top. Super cool. Ambidextrous slide release if you need to change that. This is the Shield Plus, the latest version. So Smith & Wesson gave us that great trigger. I think Smith & Wesson hit it out the park. They probably got one of the best stock triggers out right now. I heard Canik also has great ones. I haven't tried them, so I can't say so. But right now, I could actually vouch for the Smith & Wesson triggers. These triggers are great. Now, like I said, this is 12+1 with the extended mag. They also have a 10+1 flush mag that comes with this handgun. I only run the extended mag, so I don't have the 10+ mag on me right now to show you guys that. But yeah, still great handgun. I would say definitely top 5 for everyday carry. This is going to definitely compete with the Glock 43X, with the SIG P365, with the Canik Mete, all those small micro, well, I won't say micro, compact guns. I wouldn't call this micro until this little guy has become my everyday carry, because this guy is definitely micro. But yeah, this is competing with the Glock 43X, the SIG P365, the Hellcats, the PSA micro daggers, the Canik Metes, all of those handguns that are kind of in the same realm. This gun is probably top 5, maybe even top 3. You're not going to beat the price of this handgun. You're not going to beat the reliability and the quality that you get out of these handguns. I've never had any malfunctions, any misfires, nothing. Any brand ammo I run through this guy, it shoots it with no problem, with ease actually. So it's been great. Hollow points, full metal jackets, everything. It doesn't matter. This gun always goes bang every time I pull that trigger. Like I said, the trigger is freaking awesome. Texture is amazing. Really love this gun. If there's any complaints, I would say the serrations, which a lot of people don't really care for serrations. I do. I like serrations. This has a small baby fish scales in the front and little fish scale style serrations in the back. Now, the Bodyguard 2.0, this is my favorite handgun right now, and I love this handgun. And as you can see, it looks like if the Shield Plus were to have a baby, it would be the Bodyguard 2.0. Like I said, this is a 2.0, but it looks nothing like the first version of the Bodyguards. It looks like they completely got rid of that layout, which I actually like the layout of the Bodyguard 2.0. The trigger wasn't the best, and maybe reliability was a little fishy for some people, but they completely just went away from that design and that style. And I feel like they see and they've known how great this is and how loved the Shield Plus is, the Shield Plus are, and they gave us that just smaller, in a smaller body, in a smaller caliber. This is a 380. That would probably be the biggest downsize that you would see from 9mm Shield Plus to a 380 Bodyguard 2.0. Some people might not consider that a downgrade because it all depends. Some people don't want that strong recoil from a 9mm, so a 380 might be perfect. Like I said, if you're in a situation where you gotta use your weapon, no one's gonna be happy if they're going up against a 380. So I'm being careful with my words because we are on YouTube, but you know what I mean. Some people can't rely on a 380. Some people live and die by 9mm and or higher, but 380 ain't nobody gonna be happy going up against a 380 caliber. I see it more than enough, more than sufficient. And yeah, with the Bodyguard 2.0, they definitely kept the great serrations that the Shield Plus has, the great feel, the great polymer material that they use feels the same. So I'm pretty sure they use the same. The slide, you know, Smith & Wesson gives you some of the best Cerakote in the game, some of the best paint jobs in the game, and they did not skimp out with the Bodyguard 2.0 nor the Shield Plus. Great body, great paint, sorry, and even after shooting it multiple times, it kind of holds real good, that color and that paint. But as you can see, yeah, what I was trying to say is they definitely gave us an upgrade with the slide. They gave us an upgrade with the grip, which, like I said, this is something maybe we weren't even asking for, but they gave it to us. Is little memory pads in the front, both sides, so you can rest your thumb and kind of, without having to look, you know when your thumb is in the right place. This gun is a micro gun, so if you have big hands, you definitely got to worry and be careful with having the thumb too close to the trigger. So having those little memory pads gives you that peace of mind that you know you're in the right place on both sides. And if you're trying to keep your finger off the trigger, you definitely have a little memory pad to rest your finger on there. And like I said, it lets you know you're in the clear and that you're in a safe place, which is super cool. They also gave you tritium sight, but only in the front. In the back, we're playing with just little rigid little thing there. I stated in the previous video that I would have liked them to kind of close this window up a little just to make it a little tighter, but since this is a close combat type of weapon for everyday carry, super micro, I don't think you're going to be trying to aim and looking down the barrel that often. I think this is more for close combat and fast situations where you might not have time to go through and look down the slide. Trigger wise, as you can see, they did change the trigger. It looks very similar, but it's definitely different. Here on the Shield Plus, let me see if I could get this on camera. The little safety middle lever is only in the middle. As you can see, you still have a little space on the trigger on both sides. And then here on the Bodyguard, the little safety lever kind of takes over the whole face of the trigger, so it's like the whole front, which is cool. And I guess they did it because the trigger itself is a little smaller, so maybe they weren't able to do a little middle lever that could feel secure enough and that could hold the test of time. So they had it make it a little wider, a little fatter. So that might be the only difference. As far as takedown levers, here on the Shield Plus, you have the more typical kind of texture. But here on the Bodyguard 2.0, they gave us a nice grippy skateboard tape kind of texture, and it feels really good. Also very good when you're dealing with a gun so small, for you to feel where your fingers are at, especially if you're having to do something and you don't have your eyes on the prize. So that is great for that. Other than that, we have a chamber, round in the chamber indicator on both guns. Here we have a little circular one, which looks nicer, but at the same time, it is just the same shape, but it gives the illusion of it being a circle, but you're actually just half a circle on both. And looking at it now, this round in the chamber indicator actually is a little bigger than the one on the Shield Plus. Small detail, but something I feel like we should look at. I'm not sure. I actually got to look into this. I think you can replace the rear sight on the Bodyguard 2.0 because it seems like it has the same kind of takedown as other guns where you kind of just push it off to the side and replace it. As with the Shield Plus, it has a little key in the front, which would be a little easier to do. But that's about it, man. Other than that, these guns, well, let me give you guys also a size comparison. As you can see, the beaver tail on the Bodyguard 2.0 extends way past the slide, because when you're dealing with these smaller guns, you are going to always have the chance of getting some slide bite. So they do extend that beaver tail. With the Shield Plus, you get a flat beaver. It finishes right off where the slide ends, because this is a little bigger gun, so you, for the most part, you won't have any slide bite problems. Let's do a quick size comparison so you guys can see the huge difference that these guns have. So you're looking at the Bodyguard being way shorter and way thinner. And the Shield Plus is also way taller as well. Look at the difference on that grip. I mean, yeah, this has the Hulk sleeve, but you can still kind of tell what I mean. But yeah, man, this is definitely, the Shield Plus had a baby and had the Bodyguard 2.0. And I must say, I love both guns, but ever since I bought the Bodyguard 2.0, it became my favorite handgun out of all the handguns that I own. Let me know down in the description what you guys think, if you guys agree with what I'm saying, and if you guys think that this has become the best EDC of the year. I'm calling it. By the time it hit December of 2024, I will be back doing another video and confirming that I was right, that this is going to be the best-selling handgun of 2024 and the most sought-after EDC for almost everybody. Let me know down in the description if you guys agree with me, or if there's something that will outperform this gun. You let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets.